You know, we use simple words all day, every day, and we never really give them a second thought. But what happens if you actually stop and put one under a microscope? Well, that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're taking one of the most basic words out there, horn, and we're going to see just how much amazing structure is packed inside. Okay, let's get into it. So when I see the word horn, you probably picture one of two things, right? On one hand, you've got that sharp growth on an animal's head, like on a goat or a rhino. But on the other hand, you might think of a musical instrument, something made of metal that you blow into. These are the two big meanings we all know, and they're going to be our starting point.
For this little exploration, we need a guide, a map, if you will. And our map is the Simple English Wiktionary. Now, this source is fantastic because it's designed to explain words using only the most basic English. It's the perfect tool for seeing how a language is really built from its most fundamental parts.
All right, here's our game plan. We're going to start with how the word sounds. Then, we'll look at how it's defined in super simple terms. After that, we uncover a little hidden clue about why this word is so important. And finally, we'll tie it all together and talk about why any of this matters.
Okay, first up, how a word sounds. Dictionaries don't just tell you what a word means, they give you a very precise guide on how to say it. And, well, sometimes those guides can look a little like a secret code.
Yeah, what do all these symbols even mean? It seriously looks like something you'd have to decrypt. But it's not a secret code, it's actually a super precise system for capturing every sound in a language. Let's break it down.
Check this out. The entry actually gives us different guides for UK and US speakers. That middle column, the IPA, that's the International Phonetic Alphabet. It's like a universal system for every sound a human can make. And see that little R symbol in the US version? That shows you the harder R sound you hear in American English. It's a super scientific way to write down speech.
So now we know how to say it, let's get into what it actually means. This is really the heart of any dictionary entry.
Here we go, the first definition. And notice a couple of things. It's a noun, obviously, and it's countable, which just means you can have one horn or two horns, three horns, and so on. But the most important part, look at the language. A long, sharp thing that grows. It is so simple, so clear, and that is the entire point of the Simple English Wiktionary. And then, boom, they give you this, a perfect little sentence that puts it all into context. You don't just get the definition, you see exactly how the word works in the real world. It makes the idea completely concrete.
Now for our second meaning, again, it's a countable noun. And again, look how it's built from the simplest words possible. Instrument, blow, metal. There's no fluff, no complicated jargon. It's just direct, clear communication.
And just like before, we get a great example sentence. This one's cool because it clarifies that even specific kinds of horns, like a French horn, fit right into this definition. These examples are just as crucial as the definitions themselves.
Okay, so we've got pronunciation and we've got the definitions. But tucked away at the top of the original dictionary entry, there's this one little line. A hidden clue that tells us something way, way bigger about the word horn.
This is it. Horn is on the basic English 850 list. Now, I know that might not look like much, but trust me, that one sentence tells us that horn isn't just another word. It's special. And the key is this number, 850. This refers to the basic English list, a core set of just 850 words that were picked out way back in the 1930s. The idea was that with just these words, you could talk about almost anything. Being on that list, that's like being in the VIP club of words.
So what does this all mean? It means that horn is considered one of the absolute most essential building blocks of the entire English language. You can't have a basic, functional command of English without this word. It's not just useful, it is truly fundamental.
All right, let's zoom out and bring this all home. Why does any of this matter? By looking at just one simple word, we've basically gotten a peek at the entire architecture of language itself. Think about it. From just the word horn, we've seen that language has this incredible structure. We've seen that pronunciation can be mapped out with scientific precision. We learned that simple, clear definitions are incredibly powerful. And maybe most fascinating of all, we've seen that some words are actually chosen as essential, the very foundation. It all boils down to one thing: clarity.
And that really brings us to the final thought. We just unpacked horn, but it makes you wonder, right? What other simple words do you use every single day that are hiding this much complexity and structure? Right there, just beneath the surface. Something to think about.